just because the honeymoon phase is over, it doesn't mean that love is over. It's just maturing. It's growing into something that is much more than what it is right now. And it's meant to be much more than what it is right now. I remember on one of our retreats, we have a couple, Paul and Kat Metzler, and they were at a wedding one time, and I don't know if it was the priest, the deacon, but he was giving the homily, and he says, he was at this wedding, and he was celebrating the vows and all that, the wedding, and he said, I hope that 20 years from now, to the newlywed couple, I hope 20 years from now, y'all will be just as in love as you are right now. Mm-hmm. And Paul wanted to stand like no, not just like right now, but 20 years plus. Right. Like the maturity and the growth that relationship has brought, that there's meant to be this deepening. Like just because the honeymoon phase is over, it doesn't mean that love is over. It's just maturing. It's growing into something that is much more than what it is right now. And it's meant to be much more than what it is right now.
Correct. Yeah, absolutely. In the two things that I would say contribute to that the most is obviously grace, and God's love pouring out within the relationship. But then at the human level, commitment, you know. And so when you get to that 5 to 7 year window and those things aren't as cute as they used to be at the beginning, what do, right? Do you say, this isn't what I signed up for? Right. Or do you kind of double down on your commitment and say, okay, well, despite what this person does, I'm still going to commit myself because I made a promise.
And that's love is a commitment.
Yeah, I think the way I've articulated this, at least it makes sense of it in my mind, is that with dating, you kind of get it's just kind of like a small window of the person, right? It's just, is it enough for you to be able to say like, man, this is the person I'm going to spend the rest of my life with?
Yeah.
But then as you spend your life together, you're married, you have kids, you have financial situations, problems, everything that kind of happens in life, you really kind of start seeing the person's character.
Yes.
And so I would say that your vision of the person kind of broadens, right? And that you're able to see more good, right? And more bad, because you're privy to that as well. And love is to then, if we're supposed to love as the Lord loves, love is to say then that we always choose the totality of the person. Mm-hmm. So even if I see more beauty and if I see more ugliness because the person's allowed me into that, do I still choose the person? And hopefully that love brings about maturity, brings about renewal.